The CRS score, which is fully called the Comprehensive Ranking System, is a tool which the Canadian government or RCC uses to rank or prioritize applicants in the express entry pool. The more or the higher your score, the better the chance you stand to get invited to apply for the Canadian Express Entry or for the Canadian Permanent Residence. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can calculate your CRS score, and you can either do this before you begin your Express Entry application just to check what your chances might be in the Express Entry pool. After you have submitted your profile, your express entry profile, just to check what your score is at the moment and to see how you can improve your score. Hi there, welcome to Discover with Deb. If you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Deb and I'm glad you're here. On this channel, I talk about ideas and opportunities through which you can advance your life, either through education, study abroad opportunities, immigration, scholarship, nursing, immigration to all parts of the world, healthcare professionals licensing in all parts of the world. So if you're interested in all these, please do consider subscribing to this channel, and don't forget to click on the bell notification so you can be notified each time I upload a new video. To check your CRS score, all you need to do is just to go to Google search and type how to check my CRS score or calculate my CRS score. So here we are. I'm just going to search that. So I'm going to click on the first one, Comprehensive Ranking System 2. And then that's it here, Comprehensive Ranking System CRS to Skilled Immigrants Express Entry. So I'm just going to scroll down. So to check this, you just need to answer a few questions. Say this tool will help you calculate your Comprehensive Ranking System score based on the answers you provide below. They're going to be checking your skills, education, language ability, work experience, and other factors. So we're going to scroll down and begin to answer those questions. So the first question here is, what is your marital status? So if you're married, you click married. If you're not married, you say you're single or divorced or whatever your marital status is. Is your spouse or common law partner a citizen or permanent resident of Canada? That's a yes or a no, depends on your situation. Will your spouse or common law partner come with you to Canada? That's either a yes or a no. How old are you? So you type your age here. So listen, look at that. If you've been invited to apply, enter your age on the date you were invited, or if you plan to complete an express entry profile, enter your current age. So what's your age? It's either 17, 18. So I'm just gonna say my age is 30. And what is your level of education? Enter the highest level of education for which you earned a Canadian degree, diploma, or certificate, had an education credential assessment. So if you earned a Canadian degree or you studied outside of Canada, what is your highest education? So I'm just going to say I have a bachelor's degree. Have you earned a Canadian degree or diploma or certificate? That's either a yes or a no. So I haven't studied in Canada, I'm gonna say no. If you have, that's gonna be a yes for you. Official languages, Canada's official languages are English and French, you know that already. Are your test results less than 2 years old? Have you taken any test result either in English or in French? So is it less than 2 years old? That's either a yes or a no. I'm going to say and so if you say a no, based on your answer, you do not appear to be eligible. So I'm just gonna say yes, it's less than 2 years old. Which language test did you take for your first official language? So I'm gonna say either I took the IELTS or I took the TEF. That's a French exam. So I'm going to say I took the IELTS for my first language test. What was your score speaking? If you haven't taken the English language test, you can just give an estimated score that you expect to achieve when you sit for your English test. So I'm just gonna say I had a 7.5 in speaking. Listening, okay, let me just say I had a 7 in speaking. I had a 7.8 in listening, and I had reading, I'll say I had a 6.5. Writing, I had a 6.5. No, I won't say 6.5. I had a 7 and I had a 7. Do you have other language results? If yes, you say yes. If no, not applicable. So do you have other language results? No, I said no. Work experience in the last 10 years. How many years of skilled work experience in Canada do you have? Have you ever worked in Canada? If you have to put the tier of the tier category of the job you did. But if you haven't, that's going to be none or less than 1 year. In the last 10 years, how many years of skilled work experience in Canada do you have? So if you've ever worked in Canada, that's you put the years, but for me that's going to be none or less than a year. In the last 10 years, how many total years of foreign skilled work experience do you have? I'm going to say 3 years or more for me. And then do you have a certificate of qualification from a Canadian province, territory, or federal body? So if you have a certificate of qualification, for example, if you're a registered nurse and you sat and passed the NCLEX RN and you've gotten a certificate of qualification from a Canadian province, or sorry, not the Canadian province, the Canadian nursing regulatory body, then that's going to be a yes for you. So for me, that's going to be a no. And then do you have a valid job offer? Not just nurses, so not any profession at all that you need a qualification to practice in Canada, or a license or certificate of registration. Do you have a valid job offer supported by a labor market impact assessment? So for me, I don't have a job offer, so it's either a yes or a no. Do you have a nomination certificate from a province or territory? Have you been nominated by a province? For me, that's going to be a no. Do you or your spouse or common law partner, if they will come with you to Canada, have at least one brother or sister living in Canada who is a citizen or permanent resident? So it's gonna be either a yes or a no. So for me, that's a no. What is the highest level of education from which your spouse or common law partners has? So you put the highest level of your spouse's education. So for me, that's a bachelor's degree. In the last 10 years, how many years of skilled work experience in Canada does your spouse or common law partner have? So that's a none or less than a year for me. And then did your spouse or common law partner take a language test? If so, which one? So that's going to be IELTS. So here I've put the scores down. So for speaking, he had a 7. For listening, he had an 8. Reading, 7.0 to 7.5. Writing, that's it, 7. So I'm going to calculate my score. So here is my score. For age, I had a 95 because I'm 30. Remember, the higher your age, the less, the more points you lose on your age. For level of education is 112. For official language is 116 because for first official language I had 116. For second official language, that's a 0. For Canadian work experience, that's a 0. And then for me, subtotal cost and human capital factors is 323. And then for my spouse, you see that spouse factors is 28, and you see all of that, skills transferability. And then for additional points, I had a provincial nomination 0, job offer 0, study in Canada 0 points, sibling in Canada 0, French language skill 0, subtotal 0 points. So for my comprehensive ranking system formula, grand total, I have a 426. So I've lost points on all these additional points. I didn't get anything there. So I'm just going to go on the rounds, or go on Google and see, type rounds of invitation to see what are the points, what are the CRS scores they've been inviting to apply for Canadian Express entry. So previous draws express entry. So ministerial instruction respecting invitations to apply. I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to scroll down. So here, once you go down, you're going to see round of invitation. So that's round type. And here in October 26, for healthcare occupations, the score, the least CRS score of lowest ranked candidates they invited was 431. And then for French language proficiency, they invited the least CRS score was 486. provincial nomination program, nominee program, the least scored in fact it was 776. No program specified was 500. And then in September, under transportation occupation, the least CRS scored invited was 435. So you see, no invitation is near CRS score of 426. You see that all of these scores, no invitation is near 426. So you might want to do something. You might want to do something to increase your CRS score. So what can I do to increase my CRS score? So look at that. Let's go back to my score. What can I do? So my provincial nomination program is a 0. So I either pray to God and hope and wish that I get nominated by a province. That's going to add about 600 points to my point, and that's going to fast track me to be invited for express entry. Or I can either apply for jobs in Canada, get a job offer in Canada, and that's going to add around 50 to 200 points to my CRS score. Or I can go to study in Canada. If I have the money, I can go to study in Canada to increase my score. And then sibling, I can't change that, because I can't change that. One thing I can do is I can either learn French, because I do not know how to speak French, improve my French speaking skill, and then I can sit for the French examination, and that could also help to boost my CRS score. So there, that's how you check your CRS score on the Canadian government website. So if you're applying for the express entry, don't just sit down in the pool. You just have to keep doing things, checking your scores, checking the previous rounds of invitations, and look for things that you can do, or ways through which you can boost your CRS score, so you can stand a better chance to get invited. Because if you just sit in the pool, your application or your profile might get expired after 1 year, and your age is going. Remember, the higher your age, the more points you lose. So don't just sit in the pool, get to work and get that permanent resident that you're looking for. So thank you there for watching. If you're looking for videos about express entry, I've covered a lot of topic on express entry, so I'm going to add a playlist of that in this video, so you can just go and check all the videos about express entry in this video. If you're a registered nurse, I have videos for you. You can look on this channel. If you're a student, you were looking for scholarship, I've made lots of videos for you. So look in this channel and you can find some videos. Thank you so much for watching, dear, and until I see you next time, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.